Right, so Hamzah, ever since you've been back from New York, everyone keeps calling you King of New York. Surely you're going to make that your nickname now to just rub it in a little bit more.
Bro, I'll be walking down the street and everyone's like the King of New York. It's pretty surreal. It's pretty surreal. And it's quite funny how I got that nickname because I never said it once. He's the one that done all the talking. But yeah, man, it's been a month already. Like, time's flying. So yeah, man, what a win.
How has that month been? You know, you talked about last time out the kind of reaction to that draw. How has the last month been? It must have been a different experience.
It's crazy because I was coming from such a low to such a high in the space of 4 months. So I've leveled out. I've always remained humble, always. Wins, losses, draws, you name it, I'm the same person. But yeah, it's definitely better to be on this side than the other side.
Your cousin, Zayn Ames, just signed for Queensberry.
Was you there with us when he was there or not?
I wasn't, no.
I think he came the week after you. Yeah, he come out to Ireland just to get approval from Andy. Do you know what I mean? Just to get a little bit of approval from him.
What does Andy think of him?
Andy thinks he's a good fighter. Because you got to remember, he's a southpaw long, very similar to Andy. So yeah, Andy approved. All systems go.
What can we expect to see from him? Big things?
Yeah, he's a very smart, very technical, very sharp. He's a sharp shooter. And I feel like as long as he stays focused, he stays concentrated, he'll do the right thing.
And I just spoke to Frank Warren. He said once the Canelo-Crawford fight happens, as the same thing Turki Al-Sheikh has said, that's the fight you're going to be looking to make. Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Listen, I'll get the opportunity to fight the best in boxing, to prove myself against the best in boxing. And listen, I'll give it my all, give it my absolute all. And God willing, inshallah, probably against the odds, come out victorious.
Do you think you're going to wait for that fight before you fight anyone else?
Most probably. I feel like that'd be the smart thing to do. I understand people watching this might say, oh, he needs to stay active, I've been extremely active for the past 2-3 years, very active. So a break, like, it's not a break because I'm still training. I'll go to Ireland maybe next week or the week after, continue training, continue learning, and staying focused on my craft.
Yeah, I think with that win, you've probably earned your right to have a little bit of time on the sideline, but Eddie Hearn sat right over there, actually mentioned Diego Pacheco. He thinks that they should make a kind of final eliminator between you and him, 2 unbeaten fighters. What do you think of that fight?
I think Eddie's doing his job. He's doing what he's best at. And I understand, listen, it's a great fight. I'm not saying it's not a great fight. But I feel like after the last win I got, it puts me in a slightly better position. And they say you're only as good as your last fight. So, yeah, I think Canelo's the main aim for now.
And obviously, the last time you fought in the UK was Liam Williams, I believe, was it?
Yeah, crazy. I don't know, how long ago was that?
That was, I think, January 24.
Yeah, long time ago. It's crazy now I think about it.
Obviously, I know you enjoy fighting in Saudi. You probably enjoyed the taste of, American boxing, but I think your stardom in the UK has maybe hit another level after that fight. Would you fancy maybe a big show at the O2 one time?
You know where I'd love to fight? In Manchester. I've said it. I've never fought up north. The furthest I've gone is the Midlands. I fought in the Midlands once years ago, and I feel like, listen, God willing, I get the Canelo fight and listen, I beat him. A massive homecoming up north would be a dream come true. So that's the long-term vision, but to make it a reality, short steps first.
And obviously, I know you're probably excited for these fights this weekend. Last time I spoke to you, you kind of had the opinion that this main event will be a bit more competitive between Moses Itauma and Dillian Whyte than a lot of people think.
Yeah, but I was saying, I've got 2 predictions. Either the first 4 rounds, Moses cleans him out, or after. I feel like if it goes after 4, it could, I'm not saying it will, it could be a very, very tasty matchup, because as a young fighter, when you've been knocking everyone out, when you're in there with someone who knows their way around the ring, you're not hurting them, you're not knocking them out, and they're there after 4 or 5 rounds, that's when the doubts start to creep in, like, shit, okay, what do I do now? I haven't been here he's throwing back at me. So there's a lot of questions to be answered of Moses, but nothing will surprise me if he goes out there and just gets the job done like that.
Are you excited to see Dillian? I know you probably, as you were coming up, you probably would have seen Dillian in all the massive fights, you know, with Derek Chisora, Anthony Joshua.
You know, it's actually a little bit sad to see him on the other end of it. Because when you're watching these fighters growing up, they're in massive 50-50 domestic dust-ups, like him and Joshua, him and Chisora. And when you watch it, these were the superstars growing up. So now you see him getting lined up for Moses to come and iron out. It's a little bit sad, but it's just a harsh reality of boxing for what it is. It's not personal, it's just business.
And another man fighting this weekend, Nick Bull. If Nick Bull and Moses Itauma kind of come through these fights, you, Nick Bull, Moses Itauma, maybe Daniel Dubois in there, are you kind of the men that can kind of spearhead the British boxing in the next 5-10 years?
Yeah, I don't see why not. And we were saying it earlier, when you say it like that, it's crazy. It's kind of surreal. It's mad. It's kind of surreal. And I've gone from being still a student of the game to being someone who could be the next face alongside Moses and Nick Bull, God willing, providing they get the wins, who are the face of British boxing. So it's a dream come true, bro. It's a dream come true.
Do you think you're there now? Do you think you're kind of in your prime and you've hit that? Obviously, you won't be complacent, but you've hit that moment where I feel like I'm one of the best fighters in the world.
As mad as it sounds, you gotta believe it, but I don't think them words will ever come out my mouth, because I've always been humble, and this ain't a claim to say I'm not the best, because in my head I think it, but I don't know. I've always just remained humble and remained on just getting quote unquote my shit done in the ring.
And what about this event? What do you think of it? They're going at it now, aren't they?
Crazy, bro. I was just saying, like, to give these fighters the opportunity, it shows what a selfless man His Excellency is. Because listen, tomorrow you got a massive card. He's took the initiative alongside Boxraw and the ring to provide the fighters with this opportunity. So what a man His Excellency is, man, honestly.
Just one more thing. I asked Frank about the Spurs result the other night. He was happy to see it. I know as a fellow Arsenal fan, you were happy to see that as well.
Yeah, it went all Spursy, didn't it? It reminded me of when Belanga wore the T-shirt. So Spurs doing what they do best.
Hamzah, thank you for speaking to us, mate.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you.